Hello friends, I'm Ashley, and today I'm going to be talking about The Band series by Nicholas Eames. Sparkle, sparkle, sparkle. Let's just jump right into it, shall we? Hello friends, so I just got to page 24, which is chapter 4 in this book, and so far it's just like, I feel like it's just been like name dropping the most common Western. So far I feel like it's just been like name dropping every like common magical creature in Western culture, like wyverns, dragons, unicorns, mermaids, hydras, like that weird lion bird thing that has like wings. I forget what it's called, but it was in here. Like everything. And like apparently the main character Clay once had sex with a mermaid, and he said he like didn't even know how he was able to do it because mermaid anatomy confuses him. Like, I don't know what that means. I don't know how that works. Apparently he doesn't either. So, but this book is just like starting off with his friend coming to visit him because his friend's daughter is missing in war, and she is like stuck in the city that is under siege that she was trying to protect. And to get there, it seems like they have to cross like the entire world, it sounds like, to get to the city. And apparently Kings of the Wyld means like this forest that's over like 1,000 miles long, and like they have to cross that 1,000-mile forest to get to the city that the guy's daughter is at. So it's just very interesting because they like used to like rule the forest. Like they were like the guys that used to be able to do everything and anything that needed to happen, and they were like known for like defeating like the horrible beasts of this forest. World. Oh, that was good yarn. That was good yarn. Them girls. Oh, I tell you. Was a pretty puppy. You're tired? Okay, I'll leave you alone. I didn't get to finish updating the last clip because my family was asking me to do something for them. But what's happening is Clay's friend Gabriel, that used to be in this band that you see in the picture, his daughter is stuck under siege in the city, and Clay's like, no, I can't help you go rescue her. Like, I have a family now. I'm old. Like, my body doesn't work the same way it used to. We don't have the same weapons we used to have. Gabriel's like, okay, I'll leave. But Clay's little girl, I think she's like probably 8 years old. I'm not really sure. They don't really say, but she's definitely a child. She overhears the conversation and how Clay denied wanting to go and save Gabriel's daughter, and she's like, well, what if I was stuck in a city? What if I was in trouble? Wouldn't you come help me? And like, he said he started crying, and he had to go and help his friend because his little baby girl was like, if it were me, you would go, so why not go for your best friend's little girl? You know, even though she's not a little girl, she's an adult, but you know what I mean. So I just read them going on the road, Clay and Gabriel, and they're going to find another one of their friends. I'm not sure which one, but yeah, it's very like quick pace, kind of like the characters like talk fast. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's very funny. Like, it's just like barely anything has happened, like literally barely anything has happened, and it's like already a good time, if that makes sense. Look at this cutie. Look at this cute little boy. Look at this cute little boy. Where's my cute little babies? What? You want to cuddle? Oh, yeah. Aww. That's my sweet boy. Oh, I just read this part where Clay and Gabe got robbed by a group of girl bandits, which love that. But I keep looking at this cover because, okay, this is Clay right here with the shield, and they got robbed of everything except the shield, and it's like, where is that sword, buddy? Because you're penniless, swordless, and sandwichless, so I don't know what this picture's about. She just sits here. Midnight. Who's a sweet, tired little girl? Yesterday, I was coming home from hurricane prep because the hurricane's coming. And she was like walking in the street. She was definitely a stray. And I just got out of the car and I was like, hey, do you want to live with me? And she literally opened her mouth and came towards me, and I was like, wow, okay, you can be mine. And now she just fits. Like, the dogs love her. My other cat is very territorial. She's still having a problem, but I think in a week it'll probably be fine. But she's just so cute. So cute. Oh my goodness. She has like this little white patch right there. It's so cute. Oh my gosh. So my favorite thing about this is that this group of men like all know each other from like when they were like 18 to when they felt that they were too old to go around fighting anymore. And they're all like meeting up again because of the guy's daughter, right? And even though this writer, Nicholas Eames, could have just been like, oh yeah, they're friends, okay, now they're gonna go out and save her, he's still like giving you enough information and enough like dialogue and backstory and like current events that like make you really feel that the characters actually care about each other. You know, it's not like a tell and not show thing. It's definitely like a show and not tell thing, and I really appreciate that. It's really cute, and like, I don't know, it's kind of wholesome. Like, it's like ridiculously funny and stupid, and they like swear and say some really crude things sometimes, but like it's still like really cute, you know? Also, look at my beautiful baby. She's so cute. She always uses the pillow. Trying to get to the grass and they're like all in his way. These ones are really cute. So I know this is kind of a weird angle, but we're just gonna go with it. So the big bad of the story just revealed why he's deciding to wipe out an entire civilization. And honestly, I hope he does, because he was a prisoner, and like it's kind of like ancient Roman gladiators, how they would take any type of animal and people and like put them against each other and see who killed the other. That's exactly what they're doing, except like magical creatures and humans. And like it wasn't just one human though, it would be like the bands, like these are a band, and people would be paid to kill the monsters that they have locked up for sport and entertainment. And the villain of the story was locked up and he had to kill for 3 years, people he found, well, not people, like magical creatures, he found as friends until one day he released a wyvern and then released all the other magical creatures down there. And honestly, like, I understand, and I kind of like him. That's just me being like a villain person, though. I love villains. For such a long time, she did not want to kiss him or go near him at all. Now look at this. So I'm on chapter 38, page 345, I believe. And honestly, it doesn't matter where I am in the book, but I just want to talk about this thing that is like a reoccurring theme in here. One of the guys, Madrick, is a king, and he asks his friends to fake his death so he can get away from his wife. And his wife was the crown princess, and he married her, and he became king. He wasn't like next in line in the throne or anything. She sent like assassins after him to kill him because all of their children, none of them are his. Like, they're all from different fathers. And he's like, oh, I love them, but they're not mine, so like, can I really love them? Kinda hate that. But she was the crown princess, and he even admitted to being like a bad king, a bad husband, and a bad father. Like, I guess before she ever started sleeping with other men, he was sleeping around with a bunch of people. Like, obviously she's gonna like turn to someone else if you're being a douchebag. And like, I stan her. Like, the writer wants me to hate her. Like, I can tell the writer of this book wants me to hate the queen. And like, I don't hate her. Like, I can't. Like, he admitted to being a terrible everything. Of course she's gonna like have repercussions and she wants him out of her life. Like, none of her kids, like, he raised them, yeah, but like, and if he goes and like has a child with someone else, then that child becomes the next in line for the throne, not any of her children, even though she was the crown princess before they got married. And I don't think that's fair. So I support her trying to kill him. And the assassin they sent after Madrick, like, I love her so much, but I don't like what's happening with all of that. Like, it's a really big spoiler. I'm not gonna go into saying what's going on, but like, these guys, the guys on this cover, like, the only one that's like generally a good person is the wizard Mog, and like the rest of them just kind of are all pretty terrible. Like, the one guy delights in killing people, the other delights in killing people, there's the crappy king, and the other guy, the guy that's like looking for his daughter, he's not terrible, but also like, the whole point that they got so famous is because they used to like search woods and caves for monsters to kill. And like, you have to be some kind of like not a good person, you know? Like, if they're not bothering you, they're not going into the towns bothering people, nothing's going on, like, you have to like be some type of bad person to be okay with hunting innocent creatures for no reason other than to kill them. Like, they're not hunting to eat them, they're not hunting to support a village, they're just hunting to kill and to get famous. Like, that's what they were about when they were younger. So like, I don't particularly feel bad for all these other things that's happening to them. I don't know. Like, I'm enjoying this book, but like, I just know the author wants me to hate like these women characters. Like, I don't know.
Range of lovely people. There will be 24-hour readathons. Planning on getting one every single week. I have organised a couple of them, and I'm going to organise a couple more. And I think as well as that, there will definitely be a closing ceremony on the last day of the readathon, as there was last time. But yeah, I think that is about everything that you need to know. Everything that you need will be linked in my description box. You will find all of the bits and pieces that you're going to need in a Google.
Oh, was I not? Okay.
Smile. Did you ever get a chance to see that fake mountain thing that we have?
Oh, did you hear that thunder?
Yeah, it's dead here. And then if he turns on his map, his location, they can find him. He's lost. Oh, that's so pretty. Turning this way, you can see like,
Yeah, it's so dark. I just finished reading this, but she really wants attention. Don't you? You really want attention, huh? So, it's gonna be very different from what I was saying earlier because I was kind of like down on this book earlier. But it was so good. The ending was so good. They just wouldn't stop talking about the queen. That was like the only problem. They just would not shut up about the queen. And thankfully, they finally did after I was done complaining about that. I don't think they brought her up once after that. But yeah. This book is so good. Oh. I can't. I look like booty. I look like booty. But I've just been reading this and reading this and reading this. And it was just... Can I say another word than good? I have no idea. Just like friendship and like a father like really truly loving his daughter and doing anything to get to her, and like Clay like kind of putting himself in that situation because his daughter is very young, and like it was so good. So that was the journey. I don't know what accent that was, I'm sorry. I had quite a fun time with these books. To be honest, it's been a while since I read them because it's been hot as the devil's ice hole, as some people would say here in Florida. Every 2 weeks there's like a new hurricane and my ceiling is leaking, and I had to pick up one of my books because my ceiling is leaking right on my bookshelves. So it's been quite fun over here, you know. And she is actually a he. He was just so, like, I've never seen an animal so skin and bones before him, and like his body obviously couldn't like develop at all because he had like no nutrients, but he's doing good now, huh? It's just doing so well. Is that your binky and get so upset if you can't lay on it? Huh? Yeah. Tell me how you really feel. But yeah, I have to say, I liked Bloody Rose. I mean, I liked Bloody Rose in The Kings of the Wyld, like, in different ways. They were both different, but very similar at the same time. I do have to say, Nicholas Eames knows how to write a battle scene. That much is sure. Like, I love war fantasies. I can't even tell you. I love them so much, and like, he knows what he's doing with that for sure. And like Kings of the Wyld, I didn't realize was his debut book, and with Bloody Rose you can definitely tell the improvement. He didn't really explain things that much in the first book. Like, there were times I had to look up certain monsters or like certain terms because like he didn't describe what they were like fighting. I feel like I know because it's very based in Western culture. Western culture and like Western monsters, like mythical monsters. And even so, like, there's still a few like I didn't know right off my head the name of, and I had to look it up, but that's fine. In the next book, he definitely corrects that. You just want to play with my hair. My goodness, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? But yeah, Bloody Rose was so good. There's a female romance in Bloody Rose that I definitely was there for. The main character, because that's what happens with the main character and this other girl in the band. The main character's like, I just spilled my heart to you and you gave me a knife. And like, I was like, the knife is her heart. Don't you get it? She loves her knives more than anything. And she gave you her most precious knife. Like, she loves you, you know? But they worked their stuff out in the end, didn't they? Huh? Didn't they? Okay, I'll put you down. But yeah, Bloody Rose, I kind of am a little upset that it's called Bloody Rose because in the first book, the Kings of the Wyld, the saga band, are going to save Bloody Rose, and it's like kind of like a spoiler, like, you know, she survives because the title of the next book is called Bloody Rose. Like, it's a little annoying, but it's fine. If you're the type of person that doesn't like super depressing stuff, I highly recommend you. He's like clawing my back. I highly recommend you check this out. Like, a lot of contemporary readers really like these books, so if you're into that, it's definitely like a more like there's deep moments, but he's get off. But yeah, it's pretty fluffy overall. Like, you know that people are gonna prevail pretty much. But it's very funny, it's very catchy, it's very quick, and stop just being mischievous. Why don't you just lay down? I really liked it. I liked a lot of aspects, but it took me like 2 months to read both the books. That's why you see me going to the beach and downtown Disney, because I've been still quarantining as much as I can, and like those two things happen like literally like 4 weeks from each other. Like, I started reading The Kings of the Wyld like middle of July, and it is September the 4th. Like, it's been a hot minute. It's been a hot minute. You just want to play with my hair? So yeah, I'm gonna go because I need to deal with him. But I hope you enjoyed this crazy time we've been having. And I don't know what I was about to say, but anyway, I'm gonna go. Bye.